Hi everyone, welcome to a Stamping to Share video. My name is Kalthoff and today I'm going to share with you how to create this great little Halloween card. I was inspired by a card I received at Founders Circle from Sarah Wills, and then this is my take on her card. She had a Christmas card and I just recreated it into a Halloween card. And the stamp set that we're using today is called Holiday Home. This is such a versatile stamp set. You can use it as kind of like a new neighbor's gifting situation, like Happy New Home, or it also can be used for Thanksgiving, so Grateful for You. And you can see that it's used obviously for Halloween, for Christmas. It's just lovely. Such a sweet, sweet set. And then on the inside of the card, I will open it up so you can see, is my favorite Halloween sentiment ever. I won't be getting rid of this stamp set just because I like the sentiment so much. I've made more Halloween cards this year than ever before just because of this sentiment. It is so cute. It's in the stamp set called Mingle All the Way. It's also in our holiday mini catalog. All right, so let's go ahead getting started making this card. We have Tangible Twist cardstock, and it's cut at 4 1/4 by 11 inches and scored at 5 1/2. And I'm just going to fold it along the score line. And then the next layer is a piece of basic black paper. This is scored at, or I'm sorry, it's not scored, it's cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And what we're going to do is take this new punch. It's a star border punch from Stampin' Up! And it's also in our holiday mini catalog for 2014. And if you look on the bottom of the punch, there is a silver line. Well, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a line there and a line there. These are good starting lines. So I'm just going to put my paper in at the starting line because then I know it will punch right at the beginning of that edge. So I punch down, and then I just bring it over and line it up with the stars, and then when the stars are all lined up, I can punch again. And then I know that I don't have any stars overlapping in their cuttings. So I'll do this again on the next side. Just set it into the line, punch down, line it up on the stars so that there we go, so that the silver stars show through where I've already punched, and then punch again, and we have our little star cutouts. Now, some demonstrators like to save all these little tiny star pieces, and I would too, except I've got like a million of them already, because we did do a couple of cards at Fall Flair that use this punch, so I'm just going to toss those. But they do look really cute in shaker cards, or if you have the patience to glue them down onto your regular cards. I would not be one of those people with that kind of patience. So now I'm just going to take some multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm just going to set this right on the front of our card like this. We don't have any ribbon wraps or anything to complicate things, so this can just go straight down. The next step is a 3 3/4 inch square piece of white Whisper White paper, and this will be glued directly onto the front of our card. And I shouldn't say glue. I don't like to use our multi-purpose liquid glue on Whisper White or Very Vanilla because after a bit of a time the glue lines will show through. So I like to use snail on that. So we're just going to set that down with some snail. And then we're going to take, well, what I did is I used my Block E, and oh no, this isn't Block E, what is this? Block I. I used my Block I and I put 2 of the little holiday homes onto the Block I, and then using Versamark, I stamped it on a strip of basic black paper and used white embossing powder and embossed it with my heat gun. Now I didn't want to show you that because I think probably most of you are crafters watching this. And so what I'm going to do next is run it through the embossing, or the die cut machine, which is our Big Shot die cut machine. And this stamp set does come with a coordinating set of framelits that match the houses in the stamp set. So I've picked the 2 houses that match up, and I'm just going to run this through. And I have it on my magnetic plate so that I'm certain it won't wiggle as I'm running it through. All right, now we can take this off, and this is what I just love about the Big Shot machine is it's always so much fun to take off the pieces that you've just cut and have them be just perfectly cut out. I just love that. There we go. And now we can go ahead and we can adhere that to the front of our card. So again, I'm going to use some multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm going to set this one about right here, and then our next one right next to it. And now it's just time to stamp our little spooky tree, and just kind of making sure this is all lined up. So now we have our little spooky tree that's also in this stamp set. Or it could just be a fall tree. I've seen some really cute cards where people stamped it and then they put some fall leaves by it, which looked really sweet too. Some little teeny tiny fall leaves. So there's our tree. And then we need a couple of, and by the way, the ink that I used is our Tuxedo Black. You don't want to use StazOn Black with photopolymer stamps because it may actually, it will seriously stain your photopolymer stamps, and it could even ruin them. So let's stay away from StazOn with the photopolymer. Now I didn't know that right away, so of course I did use StazOn when I first got them, but I've since learned. So here is a 1 3/8 inch circle punch. That's for our moon. And then we can go ahead and stamp the bats who are flying by the light of the moon. There we go. And then we want a little bitty pennant flag to accent the Happy Halloween. So I have the small little banner punch, and then that is, I can just go ahead and glue that on right away. That is going to go right here. And I should, let me see, I should lift this up just a tad. So I have to do this with a little piece of paper because my nails, which seriously need done, I have an appointment this afternoon. There we go. So we're just going to put this pennant flag there. And here is our moon. We're going to put that up here in the corner. There we go. And now the only thing we need to do is add our Happy Halloween. So I have a little scrap piece of our Tangelo Twist, and here is the Happy Halloween, which is also included in that Home for the Holidays stamp set, or it's actually called Holiday Home. I'm getting my names mixed up. And here is the word window punch, and we are just going to punch that out, and then we'll put this on dimensionals. And I'm going to use the little skinny end pieces of the dimensionals to do this. So I'm just going to cut about 3 of these little peaks here on the edge. You can see it looks like that. And we're just going to set this on here, and that will raise it really nicely. And then we can put it right here. And the front of our card is done. And now for the inside of the card, all I do is I take that wonderful Halloween sentiment, and again I'm going to ink it up with our Tuxedo Black Memento ink. I'm going to stamp it right here, and then using the little ghost image from Holiday Home, I'm going to stamp the ghost image right here and here. And our card is complete. So there's the card I just did for you, and here is my original card. Hope you've enjoyed this Stampin' Up! Video. Have a great day. If you do need to place a product order, be sure to visit my website at www.stampingtoshare.com, and I'll also have a picture on that website of the original card that I was inspired by from Sarah Wills. Have a great day, and thanks so much. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.